up. We bring the goon! That's what he says.
It's the goon monster, man. Don't fuck with that guy.
Yo. Can I... Does anyone know exactly how Rat spells his name? I want to meet him as him when he joins.
Yeah, I did. It's right. You could just open your friends list.
I think I got it though.
You know what's so funny is I was about to do something with Radis.
Is it like this?
Alright, I'm gonna go live as well a little early.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
LG Rat. Alright. Excited for him to join up here. Oh, there he is.
GG Sayotami.
And Sayotami with the big leap ult. Whatever Dylan plays.
Wait. I can go down there and make this a little funnier.
401 trick.
Well, I'm gonna join his VC. I gotta know what he's saying.
This is so good. This is actually peak patch.
They changed it to Radis up here now. Alright, it's five rats.
Peak patch, bro. Hold on. Hello, is Radis playing? Yes, Rat is on a team, is on Secret Tech. Secret Tech is Rat's team. We're gonna watch it. Me and Adam are casting. Up here.
Oh, where's my hat now?
GG, Kyle.
They're still.
Alright.
Both the Atom stream and the IMAX stream.
Yeah, we're doubling up this time.
Dude.
I know what stream I'm gonna be on.
Start streaming and we are live.
Okay, so do you have any thoughts on this matchup? Let's actually, I think AJ, since he's serving as our analyst, should give us the rundown on how he thinks this match will go.
True.
What are your thoughts?
Oh, so I was trying to name myself a Jurassic Dragon. Didn't work. Has ass in it. I think this match is going to be a bit of a struggle for. Oh, there's AW Radis for this. The old team known as K2T, new team known as Hampters. I think they are gonna have to keep up a lot with the micro that Secret Tech is known for. However, we definitely are going to have to see how well Secret Tech plays with their sub that they have today, which is Kaio, and also Sleepy Nenify. Let's see if Nenify shows up.
Oh, is he sleeping?
He's doing a Sayotami moment.
Nenify is pulling a Sayotami, I've heard.
But yeah, I
So-
definitely think there's going to be some target bans down the line with these two teams. I think at like game 3 that we're going to see some good target bans and counter picks.
Yeah, it's interesting for sure. Secret Tech Monpool, we could definitely see like the Zoro, the Dodrio from Security. I mean the Zoro from Rat and the Dodrio from Security, maybe both hyper carries. Maybe even the Dragapult, you know, when the pockets are deep. Monkey could pull out that Dragapult, but he's been liking Armor Rouge a lot lately. I think we might see that one. This is after the patch, of course, so I'm curious whether anyone actually wants intel after the changes.
I think we're gonna see some Ho-Oh for sure. It's a disgusting mon. I think Charizard will definitely come out in this game for sure.
Yeah,
Charizard's
two
very strong.
characters that have been really impacted by the buffs. Adam, any thoughts on the patch and how it'll shake up the meta for this game?
Honestly, I'm excited to see if whatever team's going to choose Ho-Oh, if they're going to run it on tank or if they're going to run it on carry. That's what I'm excited to see here.
Yeah, that is a good question. What do you think is the right option for where to run?
I think the right option for Ho-Oh is to run it on carry personally. Maybe with like if you want to do tank support, like and you want to center your comp around that, maybe go Duck Ho-Oh. Ho-Oh on carry, and then you run Duck as tank with an EXP share attacker up top
yeah.
or something. I think that would probably be the most ideal. But anything can happen. A lot of characters were nerfed, a lot of characters were buffed, some were changed. Interesting to see what's going to happen.
It looks like Nenify is in the VC in Secret Tech server, so they'll likely be joining this lobby shortly, and then we can get underway. Definitely curious to see more on the side of K2T. What do you think they might be looking for in this game? We see A9 one trick here, obviously experienced on the A9. That's Vincent for anyone. But any other comfort picks that you think K2T might gravitate towards?
The only comfort pick I can think of for them to gravitate towards is maybe Leafeon. Because I know they have a good Leafeon player on their team that's gold badge and is dedicated to it as I once was. So I'm curious if we're going to see that coming out. If they're going to run it in jungle and lane, or if maybe they're going to sort of move away from Leafeon and look at other picks that are a little bit more meta.
Yeah, for sure, that is interesting. There's also Depends, which is Depends is a very strong Crustal player. I wonder if he'll play it after the bug is no longer an issue, or maybe I'm very curious about the tank meta because we could see some lax overall getting maybe a buff from the patch despite the early game nerf. Maybe it could get bullied in early game a little bit more than beforehand, but late game that lax is going to be looking really, really strong. So I'm wondering if that will be prioritized as well as the Crustal now. I'm very interested to see if these guys pick up Crustal. As Lax is one of the...
Oh, no, go on.
Lax is one of the few tank matchups that I actually wouldn't favor Crustal in. I would favor Lax over the Crustal in the head-to-head. So it's interesting.
That's what I was going to ask you. If you were in the situation of either team here, would you prio Lax or would you prio Crustle?
I would definitely prio Lax just because the matchup is stronger for the Lax player.
All right.
And also, I don't believe Crustle is like a super broken tank. I think it is very strong, and we might see it for sure, but I don't think that it will need to be prioritized, probably.
All right.
Blowing Oak says, do you think the Hoopa Phantom Force nerfs are sufficient? And I'm going to pass that one to AJ. AJ, what do you think of the Hoopa Phantom nerfs?
Sufficient in a way that it makes me sad? Yes, it sufficiently makes me sad. What does the sufficient mean?
I'm not sure.
I think yeah, the Phantom Force nerfs are very sad, but the character's still good, the combo's still good, but it's just a bit. It's just I don't know why they did it. It was not oppressive, I don't think, compared to certain other supports. Oh, creamy, Suicune.
All right, AJ, will you just, since you're on the Discord already, will you just let me know when everyone gives the ready check?
Yeah, I will. We have a
Alright.
ready from Secret Tech, but we're waiting for
Hampters.
Hampters. I keep wanting to say K2T. It's gonna happen a lot.
Yep, looks like everyone on Secret Tech is taking the namesake of Security L. We've got Security W, Security Mini, Security Side, and Insecurity or Unsecurity?
Unsecurity.
It should be Insecurity.
It should be an insecurity, yeah. But Kaio's not that funny, so
Yeah.
he wouldn't know.
Kyoto.
Okay, they're ready.
Alright. Let's get it underway then. No need to wait. It's already 5:30. I'm 5:20. See what happens with these bans here. I will say Blissey has been banned every single game in the league so far. I wonder if it keeps its 100% ban rate, and it looks like it does in this game.
Like nothing's gonna change about that.
Yeah.
You have a Suicune ban, makes sense.
Does make a lot of sense banning the Suicune, especially from the second pick. With the Alcremie nerfs, you probably are looking to target Suicune as potentially the most broken character in the game. Duck ban as well. And
Charizard ban.
I will note that there is no Latios, for anyone wondering. So, there will not be Latios picked by either team. But yeah, what do you think of the Char ban?
Honestly, I'm a little 50-50 on it, but could be they're just not confident playing into it, so it would make sense for them to ban it because they don't know how to fight it.
Yeah. We still have the Alcremie first pick despite the nerfs, and we'll see whether it goes healing or sticking with the nerf decorate build. The healing build is very strong, has been doing a lot, but decorate was obviously the meta previous to the nerf, and Ho-Oh picked up early.
Looks like this is going to be run as a tank Ho as well. Has EXP share, curse, and res guard. It's going to be exciting to see.
Yeah, really interesting picking Ho early in the tank slot, but the Lax pick is something I was expecting for sure from Secret Tech. Probably going to go over to Nenify. Him and Kai are going to switch.
Oh, and we have the Leafeon being picked.
Yeah, and these are those comfort picks for K2T I was talking about, the Leafeon and the A9, like we mentioned earlier. See what Secret Tech's going to lock in.
And they lock in Horse and Intel. It's going to be a painful lane for bot, I believe.
Okay, I'm sorry to bring this up in the middle of draft, but is it just me or did the names change in the middle of draft? I'm gonna have to rewatch that back on screen, but I swear to God, we.
You know what?
You can set a nickname in the lobby now for yourself.
Yeah, no, I know, but in the middle of draft, the nicknames were still there, and then they swapped. is what I'm
Security L used to be Security Mini at the start of draft.
No, I
Wait,
think-
hold on. I just looked back. I'm looking back on it now. When they... Yeah, wait, what the hell?
Wait, so they do show on
You
the
are-
draft screen, which is the funniest part. Anyway,
But not in game.
Just throwing that out there, the fact that they show on the draft screen. Anyway, have fun time with that.
Do you guys know if there's an Intel bug? Someone in my chat said that they think Intel is bugged right now.
The names are back. The names are back.
Yo, damn it.
I do not know if there's an Intel bug. Probably there is, because every single time they touch Intel, the Intel bug appears.
Yeah, but speaking of Intel, I'm excited to watch this Intel and see what the nerfs are like, especially on a Intel with such experience, and like Monkey will be a good test to see if the Mon still has a lot of credibility. So I'm gonna have my camera over this ball lane, see what the lack Intel nerfs affected in the early game, and see if this A9 Umbreon can test with them. They still perform Intel clear, which is, something to note, that still is like the fastest way to clear in lane most likely. And we see not being contested very hard on the middle. I would love to have seen more pressure in terms of like A pressing from the side of hampters in the bot lane here, because these secure moves on tackle and water gun are still really, really strong. It just is a lot harder to brawl with the lack of crit gauges and the lower tackle damage.
I just noticed this, but on the top lane, it's actually Ho-Oh on support. I didn't even pay attention to all of that.
Yep. We do see Mean Look on the Umbreon into this horse, which will... The goal is to shut the horse down in this game with the Mean Look, and we'll see how successfully this Umbreon's able to actually get these Mean Looks onto the horse, and whether the team can kill off of it. Like we already see here, but there's not much damage around with the Mean Look. One more might be the end of the horse, though, if he can get it. Oh, and just Mean Looking the Lax.
It's like this Lax is gonna... Yep, and there they go.
Rad is a bit late to his second jungle rotation, losing out on some jungle XP by comparison to the Sleefion, but they do allow Blaziken to clear the red, meaning that the jungle XP will probably be evened out. Good Mean Look from Umbreon. But the A9 overstays a little bit. I think this Blaziken is running up trying to get a cap, but he doesn't see the horses on top of him and is likely going to die here in a second. Actually manages to eject back to pad, but going to have to give the 30 cap to Rat, and now having another 30 from security, probably going in. Four bot side on hampters, but unable to capitalize on really anything down there. Still losing out on farm to the Intel and Lax is really not great. Looking to be behind in both lanes, but they do have Leaf Ult, probably going to secure the bottom objective here. A little bit of a side trade. The Creamy actually rotates bot, meaning that we don't see any counterplay for the bot objective take from Secret Tech, and they just push their Leafeon into the Intel. And this is starting to swing a little bit more hampters. They do break the top pad, but still, Blaziken just dies. Trying too hard for the 1v1. Now this top objective is going to be pushing towards the T2 and give a lot of map presence. We'll see what they end up doing with the time and resources that they get from potentially taking this down. But they don't... It looks like hampters actually are up here to contest it. They don't want to give the map pressure, and they think that they will win a team fight here. And we'll have to see whether they're right or not, but this team fight does look a little bit hard as they're getting pushed all the way back down to their T2. And here you could probably just kite this out and rip the objective like initially planned.
I'm gonna be helping Max cast for the rest of this game probably. Adam had to take a call real quick.
Yeah.
Um,
We
right at this, it looks like we should probably rotate down to bot objective. This Aleki might walk in, considering that this Ho is trying to race there in time with his new Sacred Fire. Is able to stop it just barely, but we have 3 people pushing as that Luca ult goes out and kills the Ho-Oh, and they're able to put in enough points to break the goal, putting them up to 198 points as K2T in the bot lane, I forgot their names. God damn it, Hamsters. Break the pad.
And I mean, this is what Hampters wanted, right? Like, they knew this pad was going to break on their top side, and they just used it to break the bot side T1. And we'll see in the rest of the game whether that was a favorable trade or not for them. The Umbreon does find the mean look onto the horse, forcing the full heal because the horse doesn't have vision on where the rest of the team is, worrying that they might be able to collapse him. Yeah, the EXP is just in bad shape for Hampters. This level 9 Blaziken falling really far behind.
It's a bit rough here. They do have that pressure over this bot objective with this pad up, but everything else, it looks like this top lane is
Do they still have Goon Monster, or was that... No, they don't.
No, okay. That's gone.
Man, I miss Goon Monster. Yeah, no, I think if Hampters had Goon Monster here on the Umbreon instead of Kyoto is mean, it might be going differently for them. Maybe, see, this Umbreon just keeps going for these committal mean looks, and I think he's trying a little bit too hard to walk up and find the picks for his team when really he needs to wait for the carries on the enemy team to come to him.
Looks like that horse ult goes out, gets the kill. Now they're pivoting to try and cap on this bot pad, but the Snorlax will never get this cap, however this horse cap does go in. That Glare and Rapidash, and we see Monkey just tapping this Aleki as that Leaf ult goes out. Trying to kill, but Alcremie is able to get away.
Yeah, we'll see if the Blaziken will be able to lock this up.
Work.
And he charges Overheat early, and ends up dying.
Kyle is playing Decorate. Does look like. We have that Ho-Oh-Res coming out. Bringing back Dylan. And the A9 secures.
Yeah. It's a big secure. Hampters end up getting the Lecky. Now they're able to peel off and farm their side freely. If we saw the Lecky secure go to Secret Tech, we might have seen them push up and maybe steal some of that bot wall in the jungle from Hampters. But now Hampters is able to farm this for free and potentially catch up in levels somewhat. As well as having a really good rotation timer down to this bot objective, I would love to see them potentially just do it really fast, because you know that the enemy team's farm is not on as good of a timer as yours for ripping this.
They really need this Registeel as well for this Ray fight. Or Blaziken's only level 12 after this, but with this Registeel buff, it's a lot better of a fight.
Yeah, and we'll see Umbreon's position so forward again. No one is ever able to follow up on these mean looks that they keep getting in the backline. Well, not really backline, but far away from the team.
We do not have Umbreon ult for this Ray fight right away, but it looks like we're playing safe, just waiting for the Umbreon ult, as they don't have to make a move, knowing that the side of Secret Tech does not want to start a fight, considering that they are up in lead.
Yeah, that being said,
I'm not seeing any pokes from the snipe shots going on. I don't know if that's a new
I think Hampters...
New thing? He wants to keep his snipes?
Hampters, though, I do think they really want Secret Tech to try and start something on them. If they could get like a scrappy fight here, they could potentially start with the Ho-Oh-Res. And doing this Ray is a good chance. Potentially dying on top of the Ray would be really good for Hampters here, I believe.
Trying to kill this Luca, they do.
Yeah, this is huge. It's a 1-for-0 if we Ho-Ult them both back.
Yeah. We do bring them back. Oh, but A9 goes down right away without even getting the ult out. Blaziken's still alive. Trying to get that healing, but the Alcremie ult keeps everyone up on the side of Secret Tech. And that is a nice, clean victory, as Monkey with the liquidation actually gets gets the Quadra, and that's why that was my bad. I did not realize we were liquidation. That's why there was no snipes coming.
Yeah.
Understandable.
No, he's and hampters were like sucking up that liquidation like crazy, getting a lot of
Oh,
damage.
he was
in.
getting liquidated all over.
Yeah, like one drop at a time, gobble, 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 and sorry, slurp. Is that better?
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense to me.
No, but really though, what I was surprised to see was this Ho-Oh in the tank role or in the support role with Sacred Fire. I think it was interesting. We saw the ult there, and maybe a fire spin on the Ho-Oh could have saved the carries there, as well
especially
as
that A9 after the res as well. Yeah.
Yeah, it was the Rapidash ult that managed to CC them. Perfect timing from Radis to like stun them before they were able to move out of the Ho-Oh ult. A lot of people messed that up, like we saw in our league match yesterday. I think moves let you dash to walls.
And I'll tell you once they're ready. I'm gonna take a hot second.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, and since you're the analyst, even though you were casting that one, do you have any thoughts about how that game swung? Maybe some draft ideas and I don't know, just any thoughts about that game? Moin, moin. Oh wait, I'm the only guy. Alright, well, I'm going to get some draft comms from Secret Tech themselves and see what's going on and what their plan is going into the game, too.
If they go horse, we can play Umbreon, right? Or Aegis Slash.
No, you can play Sylveon if they pick it. You can play Sylveon
That's
Monkey. So good.
Yeah.
I don't think we need to ban horse. I think they ban. I ban Blissey, and then we could ban like. You want to get rid of the Ho-Oh? I don't think Ho-Oh is like. We could like leave Ho-Oh up, and then if they 1P. If they 1P like. Maybe if normal bans go through like Blissey, Suicune, Alcremie, and Duck or something, then if they like 1P Ho-Oh or Lax, we can get like the other plus something else maybe.
Yeah, maybe try to draft to get 2 good mons. Like,
yeah, we could try that.
they didn't ban Duck, right? Did they?
I think we banned Duck.
Yeah, we banned Duck.
Oh yeah, we did ban. They banned Charizard, so can
Yeah, they banned Charizard. I mean, I don't think Charizard's that big of a deal, man.
It's pretty strong.
I think it's strong, yes, but like I don't think it's. And we can just run the those bans and see.
Can you play Gardevoir?
No, you got it, bro. You can play Gardevoir. You can play Gardevoir, bro.
He said no to you.
Actually, I'll play Charizard. You feel me? I'll play Charizard.
You don't play Charizard? Wow. You sure you do?
Also, I think I gotta let them
have
know.
to play around Charizard, which.
Alright, we received ready from both these teams, so I'm going to start.
Perfect.
As long as that's alright with everyone else. We've had some difficulties from the other casters, so I just want to double check that we're good to go.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Okay, sounds good. Starting it up, we got the comms from K2, not from K2T. We got the comms from Secret Tech that AJ told me not to do, but I felt like doing it because it was fun. So I went over there and we heard their draft plans going in. We'll see if they stick to it.
Okay, that's great. That's great. I just didn't want you to jump in there mid-match. They're saying bad things. We do have another Blissey ban coming out, keeping that 100% ban rate up.
Yep.
No, I don't think Blissey is Jesus, but I do think it's hard to play into. And you guys are talking about that Charizard ban at the beginning of last game. I do think it's probably correct. I think Charizard is really oppressive right now. When we'll probably see it this game, considering how much hamsters
Do you
really
think it's
like
1P worthy?
Charizard. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it might be. I know there's a lot of teams, like Holy, Pocket Rockets thinks it's 1P worthy, stuff like that.
They go with the Suicune instead.
We are hovering that character that's banned. Let's not do that, security. Wait, no, it's not even
That's not
security.
security.
That I have to keep track of.
That is Nen, I think. No, security side is Nen. That is Monkey. That's Monkey.
Okay, no.
Oh, it's when
that's
they
Kaya.
switch. That's when the names get back to normal. Yeah, that's normal.
Yeah, when they swap it, it shows everybody.
Okay,
That's awesome.
anyway,
I
about
love
this
that.
draft, we don't see Charizard from Secret Tech, so giving it back over to Hampters, and they also choose to decline it despite banning it game 1. They don't even want it from 2-3.
It looks like we do have that. They might not have a Charizard player, and so they were worried about the other team picking it. We'll see here. It looks like we do have Geo on that Snorlax. He's pretty good on that Lax. He has a good build, and he's ready for Lax in this matchup. As he cancel those Hoopa ports if Kaio does go Hyperspatial.
Yeah, and then plays the Lapras here. I would have actually personally loved a Crustle pick, not for the Lax specifically, but into the Suicune and the A9, it can be really, really oppressive to have the wall.
You know, if I'm the Hoopa here, I'm going to say something that I've probably never said in competitive before, but now considering that this nerf just happened, I might be looking at Shadow Ball in this situation, depending on what my last pick is. If my last pick is a special attacker, I'd probably go Shadow Ball here.
Wow. That's
We do
crazy
have that
from the
Charizard
number
though.
1 Shadow Ball hater in all of competitive. But
I do despise that move, but it's looking good. Okay, well, with that Zoric pick, I would definitely go Phantom Force, so never mind.
And it looks like the problem wasn't anything to do with having a Charizard player or not, as they do pick it. So
Yeah, yeah. So they do have Dylan on that Charizard.
Yeah.
And we'll see Radis on that Zoro, as his signature mon is, of course. Interesting that we don't see that Leafeon yet from Kyoto, but we do have that Darkrai, which is pretty interesting here, because we only have one full heal still on the side of Secret Tech.
Yeah, this is going to be a really tough Zoroark game to play. I mean, into the Zard, Darkrai, A9, Lax, and Suicune, we last picked the Zoroark. We'll see if Rat can do it, as he is one of the best Zoroarks out there. But it still is, like, the composition
Yeah, it's rough.
is
He's
going
gonna
to be
get
very
Charizard
difficult.
ulted. I just know right now it's gonna be Monkey or him that's getting Charizard ulted, and they're gonna die. Whoever gets Charizard ulted here.
Yeah. It's just, I know it's going to be very hard for the Zoroark in this game.
Yeah, definitely.
My friend Radis Patatis. What a cutie boy.
Yo, hey, he's a minor.
Sorry, this match must be cut short. I'm ending the stream. I will be back.
Are there police sirens outside your house? Yeah. Anyway, it looks like that we are sending Charizard into the jungle here, which I actually agree with. I think Charizard's amazing after that. Once he gets level 7, I think that level 5 gank is a bit okay here, especially compared to a Zoric gank. But once it gets that 7, it's kind of brutal to play into.
Yeah,
Especially
Gardevoir
with
gets
Flare
the last
Blast.
hit here.
Flare Blitz.
And of course, Secret Tech is now on our right side, and Hampters is now on our left side. Okay, it sounds like the intel bug that was being talked about before, just in case anyone's curious, is a bug with Fellstinger where it doesn't give the autos. Or it doesn't give the crit stacks, sometimes.
Well, because I'm okay with them playing it no matter what. Then in that case, because it doesn't, it only hinders them. It does not. They cannot abuse the bug.
Yes.
That's okay. If they still want to play Intel, as long as they know.
Okay, A9 is coming up 4 top, but is not even level 4. We'll see if it ends up working
Yeah, and it looks
out.
like we have the gank of Secret Tech going bottom. Radis trying to get a kill, trying to get some stacks. This is Hooba port. We do have that Hooba port, which is kind of scary into this Snorlax. And A9 here, actually.
Yeah, this is just really sad for the A9 as well. He comes up top to try and get some XP, but they're not able to find any kills because most of Secret Tech actually ends up going bottom, meaning that he is forced to just stay level 3 for a long time.
Half of his HP, though, having to back. Gardevoir just doing some poke damage. It has gotten that level 5 because of that jungle gank on bot side.
Yeah, this bot XP is really mismatched after that 4 gank. It doesn't end up working out for hampters.
Unfortunately, yeah, their jungler's still level 6 on that Charizard, and we almost have level 7 Zorak. Picking up another kill, and getting that level 7 here. Oh, picking up another great kill, and jumping right into that portal.
Missing his moves, though.
Dylan running back really fast with that Fire Blast, or the Flamethrower. As Rad picks up another kill on that A9. Looks like we're just going to be running through very aggressive here in their jungle.
Yeah, and you have to say left side draft looks really good from a late game standpoint when this Charizard and this Darkrai and even A9 ends up getting behind to the only scaler in the Gardevoir on Secret Tech's comp. The levels here are not looking great, but if they're able to bring it back to parity by Ray time, that should be favored for hampters.
Oh, definitely, yeah. We also have that Unstoppable from this Lucario here. Something I've learned from Adam is when he's playing Darkrai into a lot of Unstoppable, like a Lucario or like Snorlax block or something like that, he would go Shadow Claw, considering it has more damage and doesn't care too much about Unstoppable. So it's really interesting to see this Dark Void here against this Luca, because it's going to be kind of hard to play Dark Void into this Lucario on this top path.
Yeah, and
Zoro's coming up. It looks like they're just running to break this pad.
And while you were talking about all those things, Zoroark actually kills 2 different people, but gets a little bit too confident in the Darkrai. The matchup is too hard and ends up getting stunned. And
Darkrai doing amazing to hold this pad, stopping so many caps and lowering security down. Luckily, Kaio did put that berry there, and they're able to get out with that Hoopa port. They should not take that back. It'd be very bad. We have this Guardian level 9.5. Their scaler is scaling. Let's just say that. And we are Future Sight Moonblast on this Gardevoir.
Yeah, I really like this rotation from Secret Tech leaving 3 here, but security is almost caught out. Scary from the Lucario.
We've had some pretty nice portals, but security's so under-leveled now. The only level 8 on this Lucario, which is tied with both of their AXP shares as they're ripping this top lucky, and A9 secures it. They now can push with this Charizard ult, with this Darkrai ult. They have these gameplay buttons as they're porting up their entire team. It does look like we have Gardevoir here. With a big Gardevoir ult, it could be very good. We have that Charizard picking up the Lapras, surprisingly, and going down right away.
Yeah, and what happened in that fight is that K2T was just too eager to go onto the pad. They end up getting pushed off, and they're backing up a little bit, and as a last-ditched effort, they all try to engage with the Charizard ult, but it doesn't do enough damage to fell anyone because of the huge level difference from the Charizard to the Zoroark here. Based on the rest of this game, the Zoroark is playing really, really cleanly into a very difficult composition to execute into.
Yeah, and speaking of levels, this Gardevoir down in the spot path, just ulting on pad because she can. She really can just do so much here. Monkey is so hyperscaled on this Gardevoir.
Yeah, I mean, really just saying, maybe this isn't exactly optimal, but what are you going to do about it? Like, this is just, like, I'm going to get this kill here, and there's nothing that will be done about it.
Exactly, yeah. And looks like we do have that Lapras ult stunning 2 people up here. And security's getting another kill on Depends.
Yeah, another big fight from
Darkrai ult. Let's see if he can get a kill on security. Oh, and he does. Oh, but goes down to Monkey.
42 going from topside on the Zoroark as well. But what we saw there was this block trying to isolate the Lapras into his carries. But Lapras really smartly ends up using the block getting pulled back into the backline to Lapras ult and knock up the Charizard and someone else back then. and ends up turning the fight really, really strong for Secret Tech, who have another winning fight again, and it's just...
Ooh, and there goes that Charizard ult. Grabbing the Gardevoir. See, this is the target that I wanted to see Charizard grab there, because it's so much level, so much XP. You want to grab that Gardevoir, you want to grab that Zoroark, for sure, especially as that Zoroark gets a 50 in the top side, breaking that goal and putting them in 300-point lead.
Yeah, and that's what happened while we were down there. We saw the Zoroark solo killing the Darkrai on pad, and this guy is just unchained now. We said this game is going to be difficult for Zoroark, but when you're 2 levels up, nothing is difficult. When you're 2 levels up on everyone, difficulty in the team comp isn't what matters. It's just becomes as easy as a good matchup Zoroark game.
Especially this game, I feel like this is one of those games where Rat would say, once I get level 13 here, it becomes a lot easier because you can chain combo a lot of them, especially that Charizard. Kill it before it can get its ult off.
Yeah, level 13 is very important, but it's also important for this Lucario here, and I wonder if they'll be able to feed him enough farm to get him that 13 spike before Ray.
I don't think they will, looking at this XP.
There will be one jungle rotation. If you're Secret Tech, I would just give this jungle rotation to the Lucario. Try and get him 13. Yeah. I wonder if they actually adopt to do that.
Level 13 Gardevoir is really massive here too, as well.
At least I think there will be a jungle rotation for Secret Tech here before Ray. Doesn't look like security really wants the jungle though. Probably gonna. It
does look like Radis does though.
Yeah, it does. It does look like he wants it.
Yeah. Oh, a block pushing out people out of that hyperspace hole, but nobody needed to heal there. It looked like it was a bait portal, which is really good to see. And that Snorlax engaging with the eject, and the Charizard ult grabbing that Gardevoir, which is exactly what I wanted to see. Gardevoir getting chunked to half, but gets shields as they're ripping the array down. IMAX, what do you see here?
Yeah, I mean, it was a really good engage from Hampters, and it's really sad because Hampters honestly ended up making 2 really strong plays back to back, but just the rest of the game went so badly that these levels made it so it didn't work. I mean, they found a really nice looking engage. Unfortunately, the A9 not being able to follow up with the rest of the team there, I think is what also sold it for them. Having those huge stuns but not having a Blizzard combo with the A9 ult on top of it, that maybe would have actually been able to kill them and get them.
Yeah, they also had that really good Charizard ult on the Gardevoir, but unfortunately the Gardevoir was so fed, and the Charizard was not high enough level to insta-kill this Gardevoir right after that ult, which is really unfortunate. They really needed that to kill.
Yeah, and moving back to Ray, I think was not even a bad choice, as Secret Tech ends up kiting out that fight in a way where it looks hard to go forward more, and they move back just trying to commit the flip. Maybe Secret Tech won't notice, but they do pan to the Rayquaza and manage to scout the... Sorry, are you coughing about the Gardevoir ult?
Yeah, Monkey hit a classic NA Gardevoir ult right there. North America is known to miss a lot of Gardevoir ults, and Monkey's definitely living up to the NA name right there.
Yeah, even though he came in illegally. Sorry. Sorry.
No, that's crazy.
Sorry, that's what Kyle would say. I just had to...
Okay, that was a bit brutal. As this is just dead time. They're trying to pad their stats, trying to get some stats up there. Maybe we'll see a Zoroark target ban, or maybe we'll see this Leafeon finally come out from Kyoto.
Yep.
Hoping to see some fire back on the side of Hamsters. Maybe they can try and, bring back some confidence and defeat the Secret Tech roster.
Yeah. Secret Tech, though, having a really, really strong performance in Game 2 from a draft that looked kind of hard to play outside of early game. They managed to transfer that early game into really oppressive game. Although I will say this game looks a little bit more oppressive than I think it actually is because of the compositions here. If we saw a few more things go well for Hampters in around like 7 minutes-ish, I think they would have been favored in the game, but they're just able to snowball that early game hard enough So it looks like a complete stomp, but the draft is drafting so that it's either a complete stomp or an even game that is winning for hampters, actually. So they end up stomping, but it's not that surprising given the draft, and we'll see if hampters maybe draft more towards early game in game 2, or say we're going to play it better, or in game 3 and say we're going to play it better and make it work out. And, you know, not get snowballed as heavily, and then be able to scale and win those team fights based on the composition.
Yeah, it looks like both the teams are just resetting after that match. Trying to make sure
To me, it looks like both the teams didn't know it was fucking 5 games.
No. One of the Secret Tech knew. They were resetting.
Secret Tech knew, okay.
I messaged to Hamsters and I was like, guys, you have a chance. You got this. Lock in.
But yeah. No, it's gonna be an exciting game 3 here. Might see hampters take a game. I'd be surprised if we saw the reverse 3-0, but anything can happen in this league for sure.
Honestly, if I was thinking about this match beforehand, I would say my prediction for it would be Secret Tech wins 3-1. I would definitely not think it would be a 3-0. I would definitely put Hamsters just taking one game because they have some interesting picks and interesting macro, I think, over Secret Tech. And Secret Tech definitely has their cut and dry, play aggressive, play really high micro characters, and beat the crap out of any team. But
yeah, beat the shit out of any team, of course.
That's obviously what they do. I'm working on it.
Bro censored himself.
Yeah, I did.
Shit balls did come. But
Max, what if I want to get on Underdunk, Max? Gotta censor myself.
You want to get on Underdunk? Yo, don't let this fucking AJ guy on Underdunk.
Whoa, hey.
He's balls at casting.
I'm not cursing though. It's fine.
Yeah, get the AJ IMAX Underdunk, bro. I will be cursing.
No, you will be cursed.
I will be cursed by a fucking witch.
I was gonna do the fucking Minecraft witch laugh, and then I realized that would sound like ass on stream. I'm not doing that.
Do it.
No. I'm gonna get soundboard clipped. We're not doing that today.
Okay.
Let me ask if they're ready. Is there any bans that you're looking to see going to this match? Obviously, that Charizard didn't seem to have as much value as I would have predicted, but I think it's just because they had such a high scaling early game comp. Do you think we're going to see another Charizard pick, or do you think that they're going to stray away from Charizard here?
I'm not sure. I think we could see it come out again, perhaps with better top lane to pair it with. Because that was really where we saw the game get snowballed, was in that 3-man top with the A9 coming up. Wasn't even able enough to supplement the 3-man, having such a losing 3-man. So as long as we have a strong top lane, I would say the Charizard might be more effective, but we're going to need a top lane pick that can compete with the likes of Lucario, because that worked really well for Secret Tech.
Yeah, something I was definitely impressed with is something you don't see very much from Secret Tech is that Hoopa Portal macro. They did a lot of good Hoopa Portal macro. They have Kaio subbing in as their support, so they're not used to playing with him, but they did some good Hoopa Portal macro there. I was impressed.
Yeah, no,
by
and
that.
Kai was also ass at the game, so it's really surprising to see him do
so
that.
they definitely had to micromanage him because of
No, there's no way that he
Kai.
had a single thought going through his head that entire game. He was sort of being controlled by the mastermind of the team, Security Al.
Oh, no, not Radis?
Yeah, of course, Security Al is like micromanaging everyone, obviously.
Oh, okay.
Very real.
Yeah, that's a very real thing that obviously is happening. Also, you can click that start. Oh no, 5 button. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Sorry.
All right.
I just saw a ping, and I was just like, oh, they said R. They must have, right?
All right, you can hit that start button, and the ping says 5 minutes.
You can hit that start button.
I wish I had a graphic I could go to, like a be right back screen. Be fire.
Yeah, maybe. Speaking of be right back, I'll take a moment here.
I will too. Low key. Well. Let me change my name to something. Wait, no one will be able to see it. Fuck. 3-0. Geofry is changing his name to 3-0, potentially predicting the outcome, which is interesting. I'm curious whether that's a complete joke or maybe he's not confident in his team. Something like that last game being so one-sided and punishing, even though it was partially a draft thing, does get you in a rough mental state sometimes. So we'll see. I think hampters are gonna need to like make sure that they're mentally ready for this game 3, because they're gonna have to. They have a long road ahead of them in the reverse 3-0, so they're gonna have to make sure that they're buckled down and they're ready to make it happen.
You're looking at it all wrong, Max. It's clearly stating that he is confident that they are going to reverse sweep. Here comes the 3-0.
Yeah, you're right. Mid, I have a question for you since you're unmuted here. Have any picks surprised you from Blowing Oak? Have any picks surprised you this series, Mid?
Nothing really surprised me I mean, the Ho-Oh support was a little. I don't think that's where Ho-Oh belongs. I believe that. I think it's a lot like when Tree and Blastoise were meta top laners. I think Ho-Oh is kind of creeping into that category of becoming a meta top laner.
Yeah.
And especially with the build that they played, that new Sacred Fire overplaying Fire Spin, because Fire Spin does now get the little micro stuns. I think the biggest surprise for me was how well Rat played Zoroark into that last comp. It seemed like Hamster's whole comp was built around, even though Zoro was a last pick, it seemed like Hamster's whole comp was like, hey, we can handle the Zoro, and they just couldn't.
Yep. Pure micro diff. Amazing to see. It truly was a beautiful Zoroark game from Rat.
We also have a new Mon taking over the top pick in our league. So it was Garchomp before that last game, but now, since Garchomp hasn't been picked at all in this set, Snorlax has taken over the number 1 spot with a 77.7% pick rate.
Interesting. I suppose it was played most games in both sets. Then, and it doesn't surprise me as a character that would be the highest pick rate.
Oh yeah, I think we could safely assume that Snorlax will hold one of those 3 top spots throughout the league.
Oh, for sure.
It's just it's an amazing tank. It doesn't really have bad matchups. It has some, but it's just a very, very good tank right now.
Yep.
With teams picking Snorlax so early, what tanks do you think these teams that aren't getting it early could pivot to kind of counteract the Snorlax?
Yeah, I think that's an interesting question. I mean, like I said, the Crustle is really strong right now, but into the Snorlax specifically, it's even or potentially slightly losing, so it's not what I would pick to counteract the Snorlax. I think one of the best picks into the Lax is the Umbreon that we've seen. Especially once it gets past the early game. The Umbreon can be really strong, dodging CC easily, and getting easy picks as well as like the ult for the Lax ult. A few other things. It just naturally scraps well with the Lax.
Yeah, I agree.
Looks like they are ready now.
Are ready? Should I hit the big orange button?
Big old orange button.
What do you think is better, Flail or Heavy Slam? Definitely Heavy Slam. But the Flail does have a few niche pick options, but most games you will see the Heavy Slam from... I suspect that you would not see Flail X in this game. But I do suspect you will see Heavy Slam X. Blissey getting banned again, meaning if Secret Tech win this game, it will keep the 100% win rate for this league, 100% ban rate for this league going into the next game.
I love seeing that A9 one trick, pre-picking A9 every game.
Yeah, he's a one trick.
I think they're gonna play A9.
I don't know. I think he might play Dragapult bot lane.
Maybe.
That's my prediction. Actually, I think we're going to see A9 one trick on the Azumarill this game. Yuck. Sorry.
Ooh, someone fire this guy. I say having the capabilities to do so. We do have that all creamy one pick again.
Yep. Cream. And there's not that much uplift to Prio from Hampters. I don't think I like this one P. I would like to see the Snorlax here, though, if we were able to pick it up. But
yeah, it would be a huge pickup here. Looks like we are grabbing that Hoopa. Try and take it away.
Yep.
Now that they picked out Creamy, they can't really pick a Hoopa, but... Let's see. Security does have that leftovers on that Umbreon. What are your thoughts on that?
Oh man, I hate it. But it's obviously not going to be Security playing the Umbreon.
Nope, not if I got it. Damn.
Curious why we don't see
Security
Lax
does not
come
play
out
that.
here. I would have expected to see Lax again, but...
Yeah, it looks like we're not going to see Lex. I wonder what Geo's going to pick now. What if he's going to go for like a Mammo Swine or something that else he can play, because he can play Mammo pretty well.
Looks like it is going to be Lax, and we will see it played in the game.
Never mind. Looks like Max was wrong about the prediction of Umbreon first and then no Lax, but, you know. Ooh, Security on the Dodrio. Love to see that.
Yeah, Security said, Rat, you got to play your comfort speedster last game and clown on them with it. It's my turn. Maybe sending Rat to the top lane here on the Aegis Slash is what I would like to see.
It looks like Security is egoing Rat out of that jungle there. That's fun to see.
Yeah, saying anything you can do, I can do too. Trying to get, trying to carry on this Dodrio like Rat did on Zora.
Please tell me you see what I'm seeing right now. Is this a dream?
No A9.
Do you see what I see?
No.
Rainbow comp, double rainbow comp. Oh.
It appears that AJ needs to be stretchered to the hospital after that vision, so we will...
Oh my god.
We will... Sorry. I'm sorry, I have to do this. Oh!
What?
Don't worry, it came through on stream.
Okay.
Another fun little stat
He's
for
been
both
taken
you
out
guys.
back. He's been taken out
Another
back.
fun little stat for both you guys. Alcremie and Decidueye both have a 100% win rate right now in our league.
Yo,
So
huge.
this
Oh yeah,
game-
100% win rate because of that. Was it the Razor Leaf from Thanks Gaming?
Yep. So now, if whichever team wins this game, one of those Mons will not be walking out with a 100% win rate.
Yeah,
That's very
speaking of
unfortunate
Razor
here,
Leaf,
but
it looks
will
like
Dodrio
based on the items,
go
we
up
might see
100%?
Razor Leaf again, which is really interesting.
I think this is the first Dodrio game, right? So it's gonna be 100% as well from Dodo.
If they win.
Yeah. Now let's see if security can do exactly what Rat can do in that central area.
Yeah, and let's see if security on this top lane can do it as well, with security on the support helping him out.
Yeah, that has tripped me up a few times. I don't know.
This
He's
bot lane
always
having the
0-2.
lax Decidueye would have
Oh
been...
my god. He changed his name to the score. I just noticed that. Okay, Dylan is my goat for that.
That's Geo, bro.
Oh, it's Geo. God damn it.
Oh man, Rat's
Yeah,
inting
you
on
know-
top lane. He might get killed here.
Yeah.
Eject coming through
This is,
from
why we,
Kyoto.
this is why we stick that guy
and
in
he dies.
jungle, because he needs that level 5 or he doesn't know how to play the game.
Yeah, and security says, anything I can do, you can do better. And Rat says, wait, but I can't do what you do, though. And ends up inting the top lane.
Yeah. Looks like Kaio still trying to get his level 4 here. He should be able to. So they're all leashing that farm together. But security forgot what EXP share does, and he ruined it.
Yeah, unfortunate.
But they do get those evos in that top lane there, as this portal is porting them up. They're trying to do that macro that security was micromanaging Kaio to do last game. So,
Yeah, we've got foul
and
play.
we do have the Dodrio invading this Leafeon here. Leafeon left at 1/4 of the HP here. Oof. And we do have Dylan on the Leafeon in this game, which is really exciting. Tapping that blue buff. Just trying to get this Leafeon out, as we have Depends. Being aggressive. Max, what do you think is going to happen at this 8-minute fight here?
I think it's really skewed for Secret Tech. I wouldn't want to fight with the Decidueye and the Blaziken both scaling. I would try and just go back to lanes and scale, but we see the Desi already going down and Leaf potentially next. Maybe turning it back on security.
Oh, Leafeon almost killing that Dodrio there, with Dodrio just playing at a pixel HP, as Leafeon is able to catch a reset from the Hoopa. And Leafeon, Dodrio does go down to the Decidueye.
Yeah, and I think that's overall favored for Secret Tech, but I was expecting it to go much better based on the composition. I mean, just being really favored in this game state, or I mean in this level state for Secret Tech before
Yeah, for sure.
the rest of them.
As Radis is in the back line, just getting kills with his sword, but if he dies here, he is level 8 and he's giving a lot of XP. He just cannot afford to die. But it's okay because he's getting pumped up by that Alcremie, by all those healing, and he is doing just fine, almost getting into that level 9 territory.
Yeah, and I'm really happy we see healing here. I think it's definitely the right choice here. Although,
Yeah,
AJ, I would like to hear your thoughts on it, obviously, as a support player.
I mean, no, it's definitely really good. I think it's probably the better moveset overall now, and I do think this is how it should have been, for sure. I don't think Decory should have been that busted. It was really broken. Now healing feels really good, but yeah, for sure.
Do you think healing is still one of the best characters in the game? Or was Decorate
Yes.
just carrying them on? Okay.
Decorate was definitely carrying them on to broken, but I think healing is like up where Blissey healing is right now.
Alright. It's interesting to hear. We have 5 top from Hampters. Let's see if they're actually able to use this for anything. They're still a little
for
bit
sure.
weak here. But
I mean, they already
Mana
get
5
that
ups the
objective.
ult,
They have a
and
lot of
the
secure.
Leafeon's already chunked.
On the side of Hamsters, we have a lot of secure and Rip on their side, and it looks like that Dodrill's going out, trying to kill the Decidueye in the backline. He does kill him on the pad, and all of them take the portal back, and oh no, they just get collapsed on by that Snorlax.
Yeah, speaking of Hampters having security,
getting
what they don't have is security.
down.
And security's going crazy here, picking up 3 kills.
That is true. Good comms on that one, I must say, as they're going to this invade. Security trying to take the red buff away from the Leafeon, but it's not able to. Or that Leafeon away from the red buff as well. He would not mind that.
Yeah. And it's looking very dominant for Secret Tech here again. Nunify in the jungle here. They're looking to do some GG fighting, maybe. Looking for another team fight in the enemy jungle.
They do look like they want ult. They have Alcremie ult, and they have the Aegislash Unite as well that they want to use here. Ooh, kind of caught here, but he gets healed up instantly by that Alcremie, and that Alcremie pops that ult, making it so they cannot die in that fight.
Yeah, what happens in that fight is
Security
really unfortunate. We see the Leafeon and the Blaziken looking behind them on this flank for trying to see if their team can go and start something, and then they can appear behind, but they get spotted out and ran back at from Secret Tech, knowing where they are put themselves in a really bad position with the flank, expecting to be out of vision. Hooba gets Phantom Force cancelled, but is able to get the reset, and Dodrio has to ult out in a way. That's a good resource taken for Hampters. Next time, if they catch Dodrio again, he won't be able to survive.
Oh, well, it does look like they're just poking with this Mewtwo, and that Mewtwo ult does go out. It's a great timer to use Mewtwo ult here. Just looking for some vision, looking for some fights. They might get that Evo and then Mewtwo into the Mega, and the Leafeon tries to ult, but gets stopped by the Mewtwo, shut down.
Yeah, tragedy what happens to that Leafeon there is that his Razor Leafs automatically recall just before the ult goes out. He wants to get the extra damage from doing them both together, but just not able to. And ends up, you know, having very lackluster damage as a result.
We do have the Hoop ult going up just to defend that top pad, as they're also trying to defend this bot pad from this small push from this Mewtwo and Alcremie here. It does look like that Dodo went down. I didn't catch that. Who got that kill? Was it the Leafeon, considering he's level 12?
Most likely, yeah. Based on the level gap here. We have
And
level 9 Blaziken. It's looking very hard for this Blaze to have any impact.
This is going to be really rough. We need to farm this top ult. We need to work on our farm timers for sure.
Yeah, it's really sad to see this on a mon like Blaziken. It's going to be very, very useless. I mean, I'm just going to say it. This Blaziken will be useless for Hampters because a mon like Blaziken doesn't even have that like ult button that can help it out of a rut. When it's ahead by a lot, it can be really oppressive because it's got a little bit more cooldowns, a little bit more moves, but it doesn't have that like that ult and that special sauce that other characters have in the ultimate.
Ooh, we also just have no eject button as well on that Blaziken now into Ray.
Yeah, might have been worth the 20 cap though. Although I would have loved to see him just accept his fate and take a death, especially only being level 11.
I also think he could have gotten that portal without eject, but we will see here. We only have level 11 on Mewtwo as well, but Mewtwo can do a lot of things without being high level. So, Rat kind of getting sort of caught here if they choose to commit a lot of things on him, but he does get out, he does escape. As security's running through the team. Does go down to that Leaf ult though.
This is big. If they're able to make it to a refight, it can definitely be favored for
especially if Rad can't catch this Leafeon here. But Rad is able to get on this Leafeon and not get the kill though. Leafeon just hitting a nice recall here. Right here, the Hamsters definitely wants to look to cause a fight and rip the objective as they only have Sword up to secure it.
Yeah, we want to see this.
We are
this Desi ult.
Scary portal on top of the objective, but it looks like Blaziken is in pit, and that's pretty good. We are
Desi ult is huge, though. Maybe we'll be able to see
it doesn't look like they're able to do anything about it. Well.
That arrow is close, but probably would have ended up
that arrow was
losing
close,
the game
but even if they secured it there, it would have been really hard to win from that position.
Yeah. Unfortunate series for Hampters. Looking to be a dominant 3-0 for Secret Tech.
I definitely did like the idea of flipping it there. It was definitely a rough state to be in.
Yeah, Hampters will have to see what they're going to do in the next couple league matches if they're able to perhaps pull together a better performance, but this was just not looking great from them.
Their first match was against a very hard team, very favored team.
Yeah, Secret Tech is definitely one of the teams top up there to win the league in favoritism. I would say it's them or maybe even Team Arson could be some of the best in the entire league.
Yeah, we'll definitely find out. It could actually
Ouch.
be anyone, depending on how they perform, how they decide to approach each match, and maybe if they like study, do some target bans, and work on some macro on the VODs. It could be any team out there. So we will see.
Yeah, definitely. This league could be blown wide open by anyone in it.
Like IKEA shoes.
Yeah, especially if IKEA shoes ended up playing well. That would be.
And this is why Kaio's bad. Did you see that all creamy ult? He just instant canceled it.
Yeah.
Couldn't even farm healing off of it.
And the reason is that he didn't do that before with the other ults is because I'm sure someone told him, don't cancel your all creamy ult here.
Exactly. And it was
Because
probably
otherwise he
security
would've.
too. Thank God.
Alright, I'm going to go ask them if anyone wants to come in here. You should prep a couple questions maybe if you have any good questions for Secret Tech, and I'm going to pull them in here for...
I'm going to move to a different mic, but yes.
Alright. Hello. May I ask a question? Would anyone... would you guys like to nominate one of your team to come do a post-match interview with us?
Security.
No. Nah.
Yo, I can do it. I'll do it.
Okay, just whoever it is, join VC. Tell them to join VC in Dragon Slayer, and I'll pull them in.
Where if hamsters had a little bit better target priority, they could have turned
For sure.
those fights. I think that is what hamsters really should look for to work on with bot reviewing and just in practice is calling out targets.
I think also farming the map.
Yeah, would you like to repeat that
it
thought
was
from
hard.
the beginning, maybe, Mid? Because I missed it for this.
I was just saying, I think like the big thing hamsters really needed to work on is just looking at target priority, and they, it seemed like a couple fights they could have actually had go their way if they had like focused all their spells on a single target. There was multiple times where it was like 3 people from Secret Tech walking away at half HP. And it's like if when you're behind, one pick on any of the carries can turn a fight for you immensely.
Yeah, definitely could have helped out.
It was a lot. It was hard because Secret Tech did a very good job of like keeping constant forward pressure on hamsters jungle. It made it really difficult for hamsters to farm.
Yep. All right, we've got Radis gonna come in here for the post game interview. Any questions for?
Amazing.
For Radis. Hi, Rat. Welcome. I'll have AJ hit you off with the first question here.
Perfect, because I definitely know everyone is asking is who was calling the shots for Kaio to do anything in that game.
It might have been me. Wow. It's no,
contrary to
okay.
IMAX's belief, it wasn't security calling all the comms.
The Hoopa game, like I was telling Kyle when to port and who to port. For some of that, for like the first half of the game, and then he kind of just knew what to do himself, so I didn't have to say anything.
Wow. Actually digging up Kaio for a second there. That's surprising.
That is crazy. Yeah, no, Kyle might be the shittiest player we've ever seen on the stream, but manages to get worked through by Rat's comms. Carried up. I've got a question for you as well, Rat. Why, when you last picked Zorak into that game, were you thinking, I like these matchups, or were you thinking, I want to play Zorak? Were you thinking, I like these matchups, I want to play Zorak, or maybe just, what I need here is some comfort and a micro diff that I can perform? What were your thoughts with the Zorak pick?
Okay, so like Monkey decided to be an idiot and pick zygarde, so I was like, okay, well, I have to play something early game, obviously. But like, what can I play early game here that I think I can play to the best of my ability? And it was Zorak, because we had like I think we had a Laxite game, or no, it was a Lapras. We had a Lapras side game, also Kaio for Hoopa. So I wasn't that worried about like them like poking us with A9 damage. So I just told Kaio to go ports, and then so we could like also like have like field control over them. And then I decided to gank bot because I knew they were probably going to 4-gank top and counter to the Zorak gank, because Zorak gank is obviously really strong. So then I ganked
Okay.
bot early game to like kind of juke them out.
I've got one question for Nenify in the chat. Will you subscribe, please?
Wait, would you say instead that that monkey pick was good? Just because you played around it and you ganked bottom and he got that Gardevoir really early.
Yeah, I mean that was the goal. That was the goal, man. He definitely did get it early.
Yeah. So maybe the lane Gardevoir was good there. Thoughts?
I mean, only because I ganked him.
Okay, so you take credit for everything that he did there.
No, Monkey's actually my goat. The only thing he hinted was the cap under tier 1 because it scored a 40, but then he decided to stop the cap for some reason.
Stop the
And
cap.
we didn't get it.
Sorry.
But that was it. I think my team in general played very well. So.
Yeah, alright, Rat. I've got one question that I asked to Kedik yesterday, and I'm going to ask it the same to you. If you had to say an MVP for the match today from your team, who would it be?
That's kind of hard because I think everyone played very well today. But if I'm going to be honest, I think Nenify was doing like really good this game. These matches, like he was like following up with my stuns with the Zork and also like the Rapidash game. And he was listening to my calls and also he was like on top of those rotations, man.
Yeah, and he showed up for once. That was good.
Exactly. My goat, bro.
Yeah, did the sub for the support was that did Kaio fill those shoes properly?
Yeah, I mean we kind of just yelled at him and he kind of knew what to do.
Yeah. All right, I've got one more question from chat here. Actually, they ask, what was the biggest mistake you guys made?
In my opinion, what's it called? There was like a moment in game 2 where we were 1v3 against like a Darkrai on its pad, and then I kind of inted.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
And then I didn't. Yeah, and then he kind of smurfed on us, and then we didn't get any caps. So
you did get, I think it was the Hoopa cap or something. You got one of the caps.
Yeah, we got the Hoopa cap, but we should have got all, in my opinion.
You probably should have just killed him. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
no, I think I just missed a feint attack. But yeah.
Do you have anything else to add, AJ, or are we about done with this?
No, I think that's everything for me. Any last second thoughts or anything you wanted to shout out, Radis?
Team security.
All right, get him out of here.
Yep. And as well, thank you everyone who turned in to the stream for the league match. It's always a pleasure. There will be more coming as well.
We have
two tomorrow.
We have 2 league matches tomorrow, so be sure to look out for those. Probably one will be streamed by me and one will be streamed by Adam. But we're not really sure. So there'll be some streams tomorrow though. Keep an eye out, and thank you for watching Hampters and Secret Tech, the battle of the ages. You know, this is actually one of the matches I was thinking was going to be very exciting. Maybe Hamsters let down a little bit. Who's playing tomorrow is asked. Who's playing tomorrow, guys?
We have tomorrow. We'll start off with Shiggy Wiggy versus Midnight Griefers, and after that we will have Tempo versus No Sweat.
Okay, so yeah, we have Shiggy Wiggy, formerly known as like Everstone, or you might know them as I forgot what their other name is, but yeah, Shiggy Wiggy, and versus Midnight Griefers, and then Tempo versus No Sweat. All right, cool. That's really exciting. I can't wait for the matches tomorrow. But I think that's all there will be for the stream. So, GG's, gang.